You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
It's Wednesday, the 4th of February. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather, for the most part, cloudy, but some of you are in bright sunshine this afternoon. Everybody will be back in sunshine tomorrow. What about the weekend? What about next week? All of the new data is in the house, and we'll take a look at it together. Here is the upper air look, and again, we still got that trough axis a little west of the state. As long as that's the case, we'll still see some clouds around, but that trough axis should be east of the state tomorrow. And bone-crushing subsidence will likely take away the rest of the clouds, but a pretty unique clearing pattern here. So places like Monroeville and Jackson and Chatham and Butler, nothing but sunshine. We got a band of clearing up into parts of East Alabama, up toward Alexander City, Dadeville, Lafayette. But for north and southeast Alabama, it's overcast and it's cold and dreary. But the bulk of the meaningful rain pretty much out of here. Still a few little sprinkles over southeast Alabama, but for the rest of the state, we are dry. And like we talked about, temperatures just have gone nowhere today. In fact, in some spots, they've been slowly falling this morning. Birmingham at 40, 36 for Huntsville and Cullman. But down to the south, we have 61 at Gulf Shores, 59 for Mobile and Dothan. We'll check the watch warning map. Pretty quiet day around the nation. Winter weather advisories for parts of eastern North Carolina. And not a single thunderstorm expected around the nation through tonight. Same thing tomorrow. And on day 3, which is Saturday, or Friday, I should say, there might be some thunder north of Los Angeles, but again, much of the country very, very quiet. We'll check rain for the next 7 days, and just not much at all. Basically, what you see on this map, that's the rain we had this morning. And the chance of meaningful rain very low through the middle part of next week. It looks like the next good rain event will be out there toward the end of next week or maybe that following weekend. You'll see that in modeling here shortly. So let's take it day by day. Model fans. This is the European 12Z run, 3 o'clock tomorrow. And again, the trough axis is east of Alabama. So we've got sinking air, bone-crushing subsidence, and a sunny day, but a pretty cool day. We start the day in the 20s in most spots. Highs tomorrow, 40s for North Alabama, 50s for the southern counties of the state. But it should feel better than today because the sun's going to be back in full force. So let's go to Friday. Nice day. And again, we start the day a little below freezing in most spots, but a big warm-up. Highs on Friday could reach 60 as far north as Birmingham. Mid-60s in South Alabama, upper 50s for the Tennessee Valley. A clipper is passing northeast of the state, and that could bring some snow to Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, West Virginia. But again, that will not affect us other than maybe dropping the temperature about 5 degrees on Saturday. In fact, here's a look at Saturday. And again, for the first time in how long, we actually have a weekend with no impact weather for the state. I think we've been working for the last 4 weekends in a row. We can take this one off. Should be a beautiful day, sunny. Now, Saturday morning, we'll start the day in the 30s, but the high Saturday will be in the 50s for North Alabama, low 60s for South Alabama, nothing but sunshine. And Sunday, another sunny day. Again, Sunday morning, lows around freezing, but the high Sunday afternoon in the 60s statewide. Should be a really nice day. Let's go to Monday. Sunny weather continues. We're going to be up there in the 70s over South Alabama. We'll see upper 60s for North Alabama, low to mid-70s for the southern counties of the state. Spring fever breaking out. And really the same thing on Tuesday. Upper 60s, low to mid-70s. And then a week from today, this is Wednesday the 11th. Looks like a little short wave, maybe just a smidgen east of here. Moisture tries to increase, and again, evidence of maybe a few sprinkles, but nothing really widespread. Let's go out 10 days. This is Saturday the 14th, Valentine's Day. That's a pretty good-looking shortwave coming through here. And that should bring our next good round of rain, maybe some thunderstorms. So this is actually late Friday night. I backed this up a little bit at the surface. This is midnight Friday night the 13th. We got a surface low near Nashville, and that's a good batch of rain and storms coming in here. So, again, for next week, it looks very mild, like spring, mostly dry, until we get to the end of the week on Friday night with rain and storms. Could we see severe storms? It's just too early to know that. This is 10 days out. Now, we'll have a much better feel for this in the next 4 or 5 days, but just keep in mind This is tornado season. We know that. And with temperatures getting up in the 70s, we'll have to watch for strong storms, but it's simply too early to know. So what about the snow fans? This is the probabilistic outlook. 1 inch of snow or greater. And percentages are up a little bit, but not much for North Alabama. This is between now and the 19th. And this is for any little clipper-type features that might come through mid to late month. But again, the chance of, at this point, meaningful snow or ice not looking good for the next 15 days. This is a look rain for the next 15 days. The green is the mean line. That's what you're looking for. That's between 1 and 2 inches between now and the 19th of February. Temperatures off the NBM National Blend of Models. 44 tomorrow, but look at next week. Wow. 60s Sunday, right around 70 for much of next week. And again, this is for the middle of the state. If you're in South Alabama, add a few degrees. Tennessee Valley, take off a few degrees. But everybody, it's going to feel like spring next week. A good chance to thaw out after a very cold January. And just in, latest long-range guidance. This is for the 12th through the 18th of February. Look at all the red on that map. Temperatures above average if this works out. You know what we got to do now? We got to roll some Children's of Alabama Kid Cam. Man, I love this. Edgewood Elementary School, a lunchroom full of third graders. Gets no better. That's a great school. These kids were absolutely amazing today. And speaking of amazing, check out that cake. That's outstanding. Really good. But let me tell you, third graders are the greatest. They can learn middle school level science. We talked about forecasting, convection, hurricanes, tornadoes, did storm spotting. They were just great. That's a really good school, great teachers and great students. So again, to everybody at Edgewood Elementary School in Homewood, thanks a lot for a great visit earlier today. You guys are looking good. So tonight I'll be hosting the American Baseball Foundation annual leadoff dinner at the club. I've been doing that for years. We'll have some big leaguers up on the stage. We'll talk a little bit about baseball. That's a great ministry. They do some amazing things with youth. Tomorrow I'm going to be in Opelika at West Forest Intermediate School. And then after that, I will be swinging by Southern Union Community College in Opelika. Looking forward to that. Then on Friday, I will be in Bibb County at West Blockton Middle School for a program there. That'll be a lot of fun. Don't forget, I'll be on ABC 3340 News this evening, and you can catch my forecast every day on great radio stations around the state, including in Birmingham, 98.7 KISS. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Wednesday evening, and God bless.